Mateo was walking to work as usual. Suddenly his phone notified him that he had been arrested. At that moment, AI-controlled drone cop was already in place.
You're under arrest.
Before Mateo could react to what was happening, he was ordered to put on handcuffs.
Why? I didn't do nothing.
Then he was taken to a smart prison. Following the voice prompts, Mateo walked into his cell. He requested a lawyer to defend him, but the legal fee was a whopping $10,000. He wanted to call his family, but it cost $3 per minute.
Chat. Imagine you're scrolling through the fucking lawyers chat, and on top it says that, like, the win rate, 80 to 88%, whatever. You see swap meet chat, and you go to the free ones, and they're all like fucking under 30.
Defend him, but the legal fee was a whopping $10,000. He wanted to call his family, but it cost $3 per minute. However, Mateo didn't have any money now, so a small window delivered a mystery box with knitting yarn and a needle. Following the instructions, he quickly knitted a hat. After placing the hat into the window, his account balance instantly had 19 cents. Mateo was overjoyed. To save up for the phone call, he worked tirelessly knitting more and more items. His account balance grew as well. Finally, he could call his family. His mother was very upset about his disappearance in the past few days and was shocked to find out that
Bad plot. He should have called chat, and then they didn't pick up the phone because they weren't at home. So he had to upscale the operation and start like a complete factory of fucking hats.
he was in prison. She bombarded him with questions, and eventually even his father joined in. Just as Mateo mentioned, he needed $10,000. The call ended. Mateo was walking.
The goon phone is gone. Okay. It was an old device, and I think that I was scared that perhaps there's gonna be a day one or day zero hack, perhaps one day, and it would get hacked into. It's wiped out. Okay. Yeah, it was a Note 10. The Note 10, it was loaded. Microwave and all, it's GG. Okay, don't look for the goon phone. You're not gonna find it. You will not find the goon phone. Okay. Actually, there was two. All good. And then the Note 4. Yeah.
Whenever you call any emergency service in GTA 4, Nico will exactly specify where he is.
In which area is your medical emergency?
Little Italy.
But did you know that Rockstar figured out that someone may try doing so while being at the edge of the map, and they've prepared as this will happen.
In which area is your medical emergency?
Where am I? That's a good question.
4 years
I'll
sub,
call back
7
when I
years
see a
following.
landmark. Shit,
Hello, X.
I don't know where I am exactly. I'll call you when I can figure it out.
We look forward to hearing from you. Where do you need assistance?
I knew you'd ask that. Let me call you back when I know exactly where I am.
Whenever you call any emergency service in GTA 4,
I just feel like a dog that's been taken off his leash. I'm hungry, and I want this, and I'm gonna get this. None of them will get in my fucking way.
And this right here is a roasted veal chop. With roasted root vegetables.
Lovely colour on there.
Thank you.
And the vegetables? What a shame the Brussels sprouts are rock hard. Are they supposed to be that crunchy?
No.
Have a little taste of me, please?
Absolutely. You got a fork?
I ain't no animal. If there's a fork available, I like to fucking use it.
You can buy that. You're a big boy.
I'm not an animal.
Do I look like a caveman? Do I eat with my fucking hands?
Chat.
Don't get defensive.
Chat, let's give it a bucket. Chat.
Are you mad?
Chat, let's give it a bucket. They told this guy, chat, he was gonna be eliminated, okay, way early on. He said, just give us some content if you want to stay in one more episodes, okay? This guy was already he's already out the door. Chat, this guy was dog shit. He's only with entertainment.
Me and him, we're gonna go head to head. That'll fucking doubt. That's bullshit. No, I nailed that fucking dish. He knew it, I knew it. No fucking way.
Relax.
400 rubber bands. How many rubber bands does it take?
This water seems to be breaking 4 laws of physics, but in reality, it's a simple science trick. What's actually happening here is we've got a vinyl tube spitting out water, but it's connected to a subwoofer speaker playing at 30 hertz. This means it's vibrating back and forth 30 times per second. And because your phone camera also records frames at 30 times per second,
oh, you can match with the frame rate there.
when the wave is in this exact position every 1/30th of a second. So because the camera's frame rate matches the wiggle rate, when you play it back, it looks like a frozen wave of water, like you see on the screen. When to your naked eye, it looks more like
That's what happened with the planes with the RPM.
Go! Okay. Word of advice, Orange, don't do that.
Helicopters.
Oh my god.
And planes.
She stopped at a $100 zone, but someone might bump her further. Go!
I'm knocking her out.
Oh.
she probably
Curling.
won't get past halfway.
Oh, collision! Oh!
Well, I give you props.
I'm trying to knock them both out my way. I'm trying to get to the money.
Oh, she's got speed. Oh, oh, oh!
Just slam into them.
Purple's gonna win 10 grand unless green knocks her off. Oh, oh! Purple is officially in the 10K, and blue, you're also in the 10K, blue! Go!
Interesting.
There's a guy named Christopher Dunn, who's an engineer, and he has the wildest theory that the way the Great Pyramid was set up was not set up as a tomb, but was set up as some sort of a way to generate electricity. And that there was subterranean chamber, and that this chamber had something in it that was like pounding on the stone and creating a certain vibration.
Wait,
and then they had these shafts, and they would fill these shafts up with some sort of chemicals, and then at the end of the shaft was limestone, and so the limestone is porous, and the limestone allows the gases to escape from all these chemicals and contain itself inside this chamber. This chamber is constantly being vibrated, and then there are these pathways that lead up to what they're calling the King's Chamber, which is this insane structure. It's one of the most perplexing things about the pyramid. And then in those, they have shafts that go straight out into space. There's a guy named Christopher Dunn.
Yeah. No, that happened. Chat, no, that happened for sure.
Could a Secret Service vehicle stop a bullet? This is a window that was pulled off of a Secret Service Suburban, and we're gonna shoot it with everything all the way up to a 50 cal and see what it can stop. Good luck, Fred.
It stops all the way to 50. Probably even stops 50.
All right, here's our entry from the 22. Put a little mark in the
front.
Ooh,
actually not. Maybe.
Out the back. Next up, 9 mil.
Actually not. Hold on.
Check which Fortex
Our 9
demo
mil
best
right
graphics
here,
I've
a
seen
bit
recently.
more of a splintering
Yo, rifle might actually dent it.
It's completely smooth. The glass stopped it. Fred is still safe. Next up, 10 mil.
Only 50 cal goes through.
All right, we got a huge bulge in our glass here from the 10 mil. It really shattered out around it. But the glass on the backside is completely fine. Secret Service Fred is still safe. Moving up to our revolver, shooting around a 44 Magnum. All right, we got massive damage in the front here from our 44 Magnum. We got glass that just shot out from the window. The bullet did not go through. The glass did stop it. Moving up to our AR, shooting around a 223.
Oh, that went through.
All right, 223 entered right here. We have a huge mark on the front of our glass, and it did not go through.
Oh, damn.
We have glass that shot at Fred here, kind of cut his shirt, but our bulletproof glass stopped the 223. Fred is still safe. Moving up to our Desert Eagle, shooting around a 50 AE.
Nope.
All right, here's our entry from the Desert Eagle in the front. We have a huge bulge in the back. A bunch of glass got shot out, but it did not go through. Fred's still safe. Moving up to our Scar, shooting around a 7.62 by 51. Hang on, Fred.
No, but it'll make a hole at the back for sure.
Our Scar came in right here. Glass stopped the bullet. It sent glass at Fred. Really tore up his shirt here, but none of it went through. Last up, we got the 50 cal.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I think they might
Our
kill him.
50 cal entered right here on our glass, knocked it off the table, came out the back. Got
Yeah,
a
I
huge
mean,
pile of glass just pouring out of the backside here. It knocked Fred off the table, took both of his arms, took his head off, turned his shirt into Swiss cheese here, cut a hole through his stomach, and then came out the other side.
I agree, super impressive though.
Crack the cold eggs in a pan and add a chunk of butter. Stir them together over medium heat. This cooks them slowly while the butter oils the pan. As you mix, scrape the bottom to prevent it from burning. And every 30 seconds, take them off the heat for 10 seconds while stirring. This cooks the eggs gradually and folds air into the mix, making them fluffy and soft. After 3 minutes, take them off and add cream to stop them from cooking. Then season with salt and pepper to finish off your perfect eggs.
Dude.
Crack the cold...
This guy just makes like science videos or something like that, no? Is that a fucking cooking recipe? Did he run out of science stuff to post? He's putting recipes?
What the hell is my fuck? One mid. No. Nice. What is my fucking...
Flash over A.
Dots.
That is pretty crazy. Even though related to dolphin, doesn't matter because it's a killer whale. See? Killer whale, orca. I was right. Look, it's both. Trust me. I know how to identify different types.
They say my speakers slap harder than Obama's. Listen to this.
Your iPad is connected to these?
Yeah, listen. Pretty cool, huh?
So cool.
I know. They say my
What is this?
Is sodium metal. It's stored under oil
I think it's deserving of that. I think they made a masterpiece.
because it's very reactive to moisture and air. Most metals are hard, but sodium metal is really soft, and you can squish it just with your fingers if you squeeze really hard. Metals are usually shiny, and sodium metal is as well, but because it's so reactive, it quickly tarnishes. But because it's so soft, it can be easily cut
Chad,
with
what
a
if you
knife,
eat that a little bit?
and on the inside, we can see the nice and shiny metal. After only like 10 seconds, it's already tarnished.
Chad, I don't like that.
Flush even while the submarine was deep underwater. It used a complex system of valves, and only trained crew were able to use it. But when the captain went to the toilet, it didn't flush properly, and when someone tried to fix it, he opened the wrong valve. This caused water to flood in, and it reacted to the submarine's batteries, releasing a deadly gas. Choking and out of options, they were forced to surface, only to be spotted by the enemy. And moments later, the submarine sank, destroyed by its own toilet.
Oh no.
The toilet would flush.
So it's just been sitting straight up like this in a liquor cabinet? Yes. I guarantee you, you open this thing up, you will get sick if you drink it.
Watch what happens when this dealer doubts a 100-year-old wine and gets stunned by its actual worth.
I don't want to purchase it because it's not champagne inside anymore. I mean, it's ruined. Champagne has to be stored really cold and down on the cork.
You got to think about the rarity of it. When you get down to things that there's only one or two of them
Chad, is that AI sloppy toppy?
You know, I can see your selling point. I mean, I can try and get a hold of someone to come down here and take a look at it. That's all I can tell you. We'll see if this thing's got any value or if someone should have popped this thing open a long time ago.
Dom Perignon, the most recognizable champagne in the world. 1921, the first Dom Perignon.
Chad, it doesn't even make sense though. Chad, I used to watch this for years, Chad, but he said, I need to call a buddy of mine. But dude, the guy, the customer's right there. Like, do all these live upstairs?
Produced.
They all live like,
Seeing a bottle
in the building?
First introduction of Dom
it doesn't make
Perignon
any
is extremely
sense.
rare.
What's it worth?
You got a bottle of 21. This stuff is unavailable anywhere. In pristine condition, $8,200, $10,000.
So it's just been sitting straight.
Very cool, man.
How many rubber bands does it take to hold back my truck?
That's a nice truck, though.
X-Speak the record already done.
30 rubber bands. 60 rubber bands. 100 rubber bands. 200 rubber bands.
Dude, what a waste of time, man. That's crazy.
300 rubber bands.
This is just dumb, though. I mean, some on the side will gradually, like...
This water's...
Doesn't make sense. It's a gradual process.